A Nasdaq-listed company just made a massive move into XRP. And it's not a crypto firm. It's Wellgistics Health, a healthcare technology company, and they're using XRP and the XRP Ledger, XRPL, not just for holding or speculation, but for real-time business payments. They even filed official documents with the SEC to back it up. Let's talk about what's really going on here and why this might be a turning point for XRP's real-world adoption. Wellgistics Health, trading under Nasdaq, WGRX, recently filed an S-1 form with the SEC. This is a big deal. It's a formal document that public companies use when they want to raise money by issuing securities. But here's what makes it unusual. The filing shows that they're going all in on XRP and the XRPL. According to the document, Wellgistics isn't just planning to hold XRP as part of their treasury. They're building a payment solution that will let them process real-time, low-cost transactions. These payments would flow between Wellgistics, pharmacies, manufacturers, and vendors. Bill Morgan, a lawyer who frequently comments on Ripple and XRP legal matters, shared this update on social media. He said, "This is a clear example of the practical business utility of the XRP ledger." And he didn't stop there. Morgan added, "In short, using XRP as a reserve asset to earn income, to use it as collateral and use it for payments all in one. XRP will be working hard for WH." Let's break that down. Wellgistics isn't just using XRP as money. They want to leverage it as collateral, generate income from it, and use it to improve cash flow and transaction speed. This is a multi-layered financial strategy, and it sends a strong message. XRP is more than a token. It's financial infrastructure. Now, this isn't happening in isolation. According to CoinGape, another public company, Nature's Miracle, has also adopted XRP. Meanwhile, Ripple's partnership with Mercado Bitcoin in Brazil is focusing on tokenizing $200 million in real-world assets on the XRPL. So what does this tell us? Institutions, not just crypto startups, but traditional businesses, are starting to see real-world use cases for XRP and its underlying ledger. They're not interested in hype. They want efficiency, speed, and flexibility, and XRP is beginning to deliver. But let's not ignore the risks. Wellgistics clearly states in their S-1 that holding XRP comes with regulatory uncertainty, especially with Ripple's ongoing legal battle with the SEC. They also acknowledge that critics claim XRP has no utility. It's ironic. Their entire business model seems built to prove the opposite. Brian Norton, the CEO of Wellgistics, put like this: "I believe that the future winners in healthcare will not be the companies with the biggest buildings. They will be those with the fastest rails, cleanest data, and most efficient platforms. We are betting on infrastructure, not inertia." That last part is important. They're betting on infrastructure. In other words, they're not betting on price swings or speculation. They're investing in technology that works, that can power real-world operations. And to support this shift, they've secured a $50 million equity line with LDA Capital, a private investment group with experience in crypto-backed financing. This gives Wellgistics flexibility to draw capital as needed and scale their XRP-based platform to over 6,000 independent pharmacies and 150 manufacturers nationwide. That's not a test run. That's full-scale deployment. So where does this leave us? We're watching a major shift from XRP as a speculative asset to XRP as a business tool. This move by Wellgistics shows that companies outside of crypto are starting to understand the XRPL's capabilities, and they're ready to use it for actual economic value. If XRP can prove itself in an industry as sensitive and regulated as healthcare, that could open the door for adoption in finance, logistics, and even government systems. Of course, regulatory clarity is still a major obstacle. Until the SEC fully defines XRP's status, there's always a cloud hanging over these efforts. But what we're seeing now is that some companies are willing to move forward anyway, because they see the long-term potential. So while the market might still be focused on charts and short-term price action, this is a reminder that the real story is unfolding behind the scenes, in boardrooms, filings, and enterprise infrastructure. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning.